What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Saitama V2. I haven't done a video on this for a long time, and I thought this one was definitely something you'd want to know. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up. We'll be talking about Saitapro, and we're still pushing Saita reality. This one is going to be pretty crazy, so let's jump into it. Well, currently Saitama's price 3484, down 0.23%. Now Ethereum is having a bit of a run, so we are seeing most of the DeFi space start to move in line with that Ethereum pump. Not so much, unfortunately, for Saitama and a couple of other projects. I'm going to talk a little bit about why that is. Market cap at 156 million, volume 466,000, has been relatively stable around that sort of 500,000 mark on the 24-hour volume holders. 127.86 thousand, and that is where the airdrops have ceased, and we are now on a migration tool, which is pretty shitty if you ask me. And you know, I kind of get it, but at the same time I do think it's a little bit disappointing. So if you haven't received your V2 airdrop yet and wish to do it yourself manually, you can now use our manual migration tool. Please note that gas fees will apply, and there's currently a limit of 20 billion V1 tokens. So not only do you have to do it yourself, you have to pay gas fees, there is a limit on him. So here's my problem a little bit with this. Do not come out and say you're going to give everybody their tokens and then change the goalpost. And I think as we move and have moved through the sort of 14, 15 months that time has been around, we have seen the goalpost move. And I think as an average Joe, a little guy investor, it is pretty annoying. If you're the first time you've ever bought into crypto, you bought into Saitama, you're just going to have a bad experience with it. Now, if they'd have come out and said, we are going to do this, so Vault is one that probably springs to mind, Mandox would be another one, where it was absolutely out and transparent, and then for the user to go and migrate their tokens over, we'd have probably been in a much better place. The thing Saitama needs, I'm not talking about the inner workings of Saitama, but for the external viewer looking in, is trust and transparency, and I don't think we are getting that right now with Saitama. So what does that look like? I don't know. I was very fortunate. My V2 tokens did get airdropped to me. Again, they're not worth what I paid for them, unfortunately. They're just going to sit there, but who knows? Who knows what could happen? We do have Saitapro that's about to land. Now, if you look at the track record of Saitama, you would probably imagine it's not going to land first time, or there's going to be problems with it. Who knows? We're certainly going to be looking at it on this channel, but I did think this was interesting. It finds the cheapest gas fees. It does not lose 4% to front running bots. So we're going to have to see. It's a pretty bold statement. And again, you know, we haven't had the greatest of success, whether it be Saitamask that is now non-operational and non-functional, and there has been a lot about that. Now, it could be this has been with the Indian development tech team, and this thing could be absolutely insane. Quite possibly, this could have been the app they've always wanted. That is a possibility, but on track records right now, we would probably argue that it's not going to deliver, but who knows? But I do think it looks pretty cool. There is plenty of videos around Saitapro. We can see here, look, Saitapro release, lots of people tagging it, lots of people talking about it, lots of spaces going on. So we're going to have to kind of wait and see what this looks like. But lots of people pretty hyped up for when this launches. The one thing I do have, do not push Saita reality on it though. Saita realty, excuse me, on the app. I don't think we're in a place where Saita realty, I think if you made money on it, great. I think there's definitely a question mark over what people have doing on it, but it looks pretty cool. It looks like a very similar app to what we got with the original Saitamask app, and we're gonna have to wait and see what that looks like. Could it be the thing we want? The interesting point will be here, staking. Will that allow you to stake it? I guess from my point as a user, would I stake my Saitama tokens on this? I'm not sure, given everything that's gone on. That's just my opinion. Let me know in the comments down below what you plan on doing with it. But certainly going to be an interesting one. Certainly another one to watch very closely with Manpreet there, dropping the news on it. And we'll see what comes on it. But right now, in terms of the chart, it's not looking super good for Saitama. A lot of people are still really holding up strong on this project, and a lot of people are down and can't do anything else. But look, we'll see what happens. Could be the moonshot for Saitapro. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of it, and I'll see you in the next video.